BagFuel, baby.
Oh man, episode known as BagFuel, Heineken.
Thank you for sending me the sweatshirt. Shout out to Azagod Clothing. You know what I'm saying? This segment is sponsored by them. Appreciate y'all. Keep it coming. You heard me.
Oh.
Shout out, I got my man Kayotik in the building.
What up?
Straight from Southside Jamaica, Queens, via Dallas, Texas.
Nah, you doing it wrong. I know you did it right,
What?
but fresh off.
Oh, 50 Cent tour.
No, fresh
Final
off
lap
Pakistan, Dubai.
I mean,
You was with the koalas.
yeah, we was out there. Koalas. You know, I saw a couple of polar bears out there as well.
Did Uncle Murder get attacked by any couple of koalas? He looked like a Brooklyn
He got
nigga
attacked by what's it called? It's something in Australia. It's like a rat. It's like a some kind of. There you go. That's it. Yeah, him and Yale got attacked on a yacht party. Yeah, it's crazy.
By a wallaby?
Yes.
You got footage of this shit?
It's on the yacht?
They was on a yacht. They went to like little island. They had lunch over there, and that shit attacked them. Crazy.
They was
No,
running?
I can't lie. Yayo was. Southside nigga.
I would run too though. Nigga, in Brooklyn, right? They have so much raccoons. And I'm like, how come niggas don't see these motherfuckers? And they big as fuck.
Man, listen.
You never see them in Queens for some strange reason.
Man, listen. You see all type of animals in Texas though, so you know you get used to it after a while.
Nah,
raccoons, coyotes. You know, we got them out there.
Nah, that's cowboy killer shit right there. Niggas say coyote.
Yeah, we got coyotes.
Man, what's it like, the business of running around with mega superstars like that? And these are dudes you actually knew.
I mean,
previously, man.
you know, SO no, we grew up with Five, so to you know, it came full circle.
They act like they don't believe me, though.
No, they think y'all liars.
We've been on Five since like age 8.
I don't even know.
No
I don't even
exaggeration.
know him. Like, when people would call him Boo Boo and 50, I would be like, who are y'all talking about? And they would be like, you know him. It's your man. He used to say he was your cousin. I was like, the only nigga who used to say that they was my cousin and wasn't like with us, like me, you, and Bunkin', was Kurt.
Yeah.
And they would be like, Kurt, that's 50 Cent.
See, they don't understand. We knew him before he was even Boo Boo. So
Yeah, I knew him before Boo
It was
Boo.
before Boo Boo. Then when Boo Boo, then that's when you know all the robbery and the
Yeah, I know.
transactions came into play.
I
So
didn't
yeah,
even know. Like, what was so crazy is I didn't even know him as Boo. Like, he never seemed like a Boo Boo to me. You feel what I'm saying?
Well,
Like,
it was some days we was on the course. He was in Boo Boo mindset.
he was Boo. No,
Yeah.
no. He was like, they called him Boo. I didn't know him as Boo. Like,
Oh, yeah, they
people
call
be
him
having
Boo.
Names.
Yeah.
So when they said Boo Boo, I was like, I don't know who Boo Boo is. But then when you shorten it, they was like, oh, that's Boo. I remember niggas used to call him Boo, but we called him Kurt. And he used to come on the basketball court and fuck with every nigga on the court
He ain't lying.
except for me, Kareem, and Bunkin.
He ain't lying.
For some reason, he would fuck with niggas so much. They'd be like, why don't you fuck with them? He'd be like, don't worry about it.
Yep.
Them is my niggas.
Yeah.
That's how it would be from when we was kids. So when niggas be like this persona, that's not a persona. That's
No,
who
that's
the fuck
who he
this
is.
No, that's. I always say Instagram is only 10% of who 50 Cent is. He's really taking it easy. When it's like he's going in, I'm like, nigga.
Nah.
I've said this. He's recorded videos of dissing rappers that he just forgot to put out. And if anybody ever cracked those phones, they'd be like, finished.
Facts.
Mano saved one rapper's career because he was going to press send on the video and Mano showed up and he forgot to press send. And I went to Bettis. I said, yo, is he going to drop that video? I said, forgot. He don't care no more. And you've been around him. You know. Like,
And he back then, he liked that smoke. Like, is he gonna drop the video?
Oh, yeah.
It's
I
gonna
love
be
that shit.
controversial.
Oh, this video, he
don't
went
like
on
the
one of Ghost's
controversy.
favorite niggas of all time.
Oh.
It
I don't
ain't
wanna
gonna-
say.
We don't even
Okay.
gotta talk about it because
All
he's
right.
not gonna say.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't get into his stories. Exactly, because he's not gonna say
He's not
the
gonna
nigga's
say
name.
Yeah, no. Not yet.
Why are we
B.
even talking about this?
Okay,
shit?
say no more. But nah, all in all, it was just like I was saying, to be a part of the situation, celebrating the 20th anniversary of Get Rich or Die Trying, and you know, growing up with him, knowing him in the childhood stage, not knowing him when he hit the industry, and then things coming full circle, and now becoming a DJ, it's like it was surreal. So being out there,
love it.
you know, he's a machine. I can say that, you know, hands down. I left when I jumped on tour. I jumped on tour at the halfway mark, and I left radio to go get on tour. And you get in that space, in the industry, you get in that space where you kind of feel like stagnant, you're trying to figure out what you want to do next.
Yeah.
What's the next power move? And being around him for the last 4 months changed my whole mindset of how I operate, how I get up each and every day, the approach. This nigga's in the gym 2 times a day, easily, if not more. Writing scripts, developing scripts, setting up stuff in Shreveport, getting on a tour. We doing rehearsals. I'm saying like, damn. He don't stop. He don't stop.
How difficult was it to leave the radio? Because you were on, or I don't know if you still are, on the morning show on a mega radio market.
Yeah. I prayed on it. I ain't gonna lie, but
I understand.
Jumping on tour with Five is an opportunity of a lifetime. And I felt like me taking that step out on faith was like, I was looking for a way to exit radio in the next couple of years.
Gotcha.
And him offering that opportunity kind of accelerated it for me to say, you know what, let me go ahead and make this move. So when I got back off a tour recently, I decided not to go back to radio. So now I'm out here just grinding and figuring it out. We got other things coming down the pipeline. We got more dates we got to finish out. And you never know. It's the final lap tour, but he ain't done, so we may be out.
Wow, nigga, you need to get on BMF or something. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I mean,
you look like a Detroit nigga.
I mean,
Yo, he need to have you interviewed on BagFuel somehow on one of these motherfucking shows.
That's a genius idea.
Because he's going to have some new shit. Everything ain't going to be nostalgia.
Oh, no.
He's going to have some shit that's current, up to date.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? That can be fucking used with what's going on in the world right now. Everything can't just be old.
Oh, nah.
He evolves. If everybody pays attention, he evolves and he's making money now. At first, he was doing movies, just doing other movies like the self-destruct joint and the football play and everything. But to me, that was to get his chops up in the music in the movie business and with people seeing him on camera. Once he did that, then he used the money and he developed the power. Now he got the bag off the power. So whatever's next, we can be involved in whatever's next.
Oh, yeah. I like that.
Saying?
Shameless plug. I like that. Five, you heard that. Now, we got the studio. He getting ready to do the big studio in Shreveport, too.
I know how he got the studio for cheap. I ain't going to talk about it. But I pay attention how he got the studio for cheap. And he only got to go in and fix it up and remodel it.
Listen.
And then now he's going to be bringing money to the town.
Listen. When I seen that.
Where he from? He's from Southside.
Yeah,
how we think? We get the money.
When I seen that play, and I seen that play by Fifth, knowing him, I said, he coming for Tyler Perry.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, that's intentional.
Absolutely.
He wants to disrupt Tyler Perry's empire.
I don't like the Tyler Perry texture.
I think a lot of people can make better movies than Tyler Perry.
I hate that texture of a movie. It's like the BET movie. Like, I hate
all
those.
day long. Yeah.
I hate the Lifetime. What is that texture of movie?
That's the tearjerker.
Actor,
it's
like,
the tearjerker movie.
It's not even a tearjerker. It's how they shoot it. It looks trash. Yeah, it looks cheap.
Yeah.
It like why are y'all shooting that texture of movie with the lens?
Out of that, and then you could keep people on its budget.
Yeah.
So staying within budget.
So it's quantity over quality. Got you.
That's it.
Well, I'm sure we're gonna do quality over quantity.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
I hope so. I don't want no telenovela from 50.
I mean, nah, but you said you were around 5 to see the business moves. What did it inspire in you to go in a monetary level?
My thing is, I'm getting ready to write a book.
Congratulations.
Heavy in the philanthropy work. So my foundation, I'm getting ready to, pour a lot more energy into that. And all in all, being able to be on the road and DJing in all these different markets. Now I'm trying to do my own tour. I'm trying to go back international, do some other stuff as well. So once he decides to sit down and focus on the TV stuff and the movie stuff, I'll get back on the road on my own. And touch some other markets as well. So he's kind of, one of those things where, you kind of get a resurgence.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where, as a DJ and being on the morning show for almost 15 years and DJing in Dallas and Houston, pretty much all the surrounding areas of Texas, you kind of get to that point where it's like, you know what, I'm good on that. But now, being out there on the road, I'm like, nah, it's a lot of the people I want to touch and see and vibe with and bring the party life back to where it needs to be. So we talked about it off camera. The party scene may not be popping in certain markets.
No, party scene, let's say party scene is dead in New York.
Okay.
If you want to really have it.
Not for white people.
I mean, I understand, but how we go to have a good time now has mutated into something different. It's really, you're either going to go to a lounge restaurant and more so a restaurant to vibe and let the DJ play music, or if you're connected like us, you might go to like private industry events or really boutique sit down meetings.
We're connected.
Yeah, you're connected.
People want to.
I'm BagFuel, nigga. Stop playing.
We're so connected. We're going to private
Think about
events.
it. I just in
Wow.
this past few months alone, 7 movie theaters have closed down.
Damn.
People don't go to the movies.
Yeah.
It's really I'm either gonna go out to eat or I'm just gonna go to somewhere where it's very exclusive and it means something. You ain't go to a club or cigar lounges too. Is a
Cigar lounge is a
pop-up
vibe,
thing.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about how Kayotik missed the Lady London dinner. That was
Oh, he would have
curated
lost
and
his
all
mind,
that.
nigga.
You know what I'm saying? I'm
He
just
would've
saying
cut
because
2
you,
checks.
because you did say dinner, so it just made me think about the bomb time we had celebrating Lady London. And say
Man,
less
shout out to
than
Lady
young
London.
yesterday.
You know,
Because he was on the tarmac with the
cancel
Julie niggas.
flights. I can't. Cancel flights. I couldn't
He
help
was
that.
on the VIP guest list and he couldn't make it. You know what I'm saying? And thank God he made me look bad. It still turned out to be lit. Thank God.
But I say right now, the best nightlife scene for people of color would be
Atlanta.
Atlanta and Houston.
Houston's
Atlanta,
definitely popping. Atlanta got a vibe too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Atlanta got a vibe.
Yeah.
Atlanta's vibe is
What-
changing. Atlanta's vibe is what it. Atlanta, y'all gonna be mad at me because I know it's one of my big markets, but the vibe ain't what it used to be. Like it's Atlanta's different. Even the brunching vibe is different right now. It's not what it was. California's getting lit.
Cali.
It's kind of vibey.
Okay. I ain't been out there.
What about
yet.
Miami? What about
Miami's always
Miami's
vibey.
really
Miami,
vibey.
you take
It's
that off
built
the
in.
grid.
All right,
Yeah.
yeah.
They're gonna have
That's
a.
all-
But you know why I gotta
That's
say
not
that?
fair.
Because that would have been the case for New York for years, and look what's transpired now.
But it's cold here. When you got
Bruh.
good weather is euphoric. You get good weather and water and great restaurants. Forget about it. It's a vibe.
It's atmosphere
all the
already,
time.
yeah.
Because New York now is pool parties. That's the extension to
In the
say-
summertime.
Yeah.
Summertime pool
Like
party.
pool
Jumbo
parties.
house.
That's the party
Okay.
vibe.
Okay.
That's the party vibe. But
Yeah.
it's no the whack thing about the party vibe. And y'all tell me if I'm wrong. It's no dancing.
Oh my
And
god.
I'm not saying you gotta go out there as they used to say, as the old niggas would say, cut a rug, or you gotta go out there and you gotta be going crazy because you was a dancer. I wasn't a dancer.
You gotta mention that shit.
You know what I'm saying? He used
but-
to dance first. Me, turn your ass around. I'm humping on your ass all night. I'm a partier.
Yeah, but
I'm not a dancer.
But that right there, that's how niggas dance. Unless you got real coordination, dudes is gonna chill unless they can dance up on a girl. And a lot of girls are not with a nigga putting their dick up on their ass now. And not like how we grew up.
They pay too much for it now.
What you mean?
buy the BBLs.
that could be the
Nigga,
part of
you
the
can't just
problem.
back up on
That
it.
could be part of the
So the
problem.
dick is wrecking the BBL?
This shit might be a little sensitive. They might not,
Don't touch that.
Don't touch that right now.
that. It's
Do not
hard.
touch.
You know the BBL shit be hard as a rock.
Nah, there was a-
now they look stupid. Like you up there trying to hump on that. You like, nah.
This shit feel like cement.
This shit, no,
you know which
it
girl-
is cement, nigga.
There's this girl I interviewed years ago. She's in jail now because she killed a few chicks by putting cement in their ass.
Yeah, I know about that.
okay.
Pebbles,
Yeah, we know about
yeah. So this is
Damn,
on
that was
camera.
your friend?
No,
What
but
type of, it is your, it was
No.
your
He
friend.
said that.
That's
No,
the type
he
of
did
people
say-
that you
No.
used to associate with before BagFuel, bro.
no. Anyways,
He has a history. He has a history.
MSNBC.
He got a pass.
No, MSNBC paid for that footage too. So, but this is on camera. So she's like, yo, you want to test this ass out? So I took one of these microphones and I beat it on her ass, right? And you know, when it's like that type of organicness, it's supposed to have a thump.
Yeah.
That shit sounded like this. I was like, what's in this ass?
Wow.
It's on camera. I still have the footage. You can hear.
Did you fuck though?
Nah. She went to jail.
So you just beat her with a mic. Pull
Yeah,
it.
I
What
beat her-
does her going to jail got to do with her? you
She's
not
a criminal.
fucking?
I can't
She
fuck
didn't go to
criminals.
jail right out. She didn't go to jail
Oh,
right
she
after.
went to
She didn't go to jail right after the interview.
She went to
bro.
jail, nigga.
She didn't go to
You
jail.
did not
right
hear what I
after the
said?
interview, bro.
MSNB, they paid for that interview. She
Bro,
went to jail,
I
nigga.
saw you in action at Lady London dinner last night, bro.
Yeah.
Bro.
She went to jail, bro.
He said you were kind of active last night.
Nah, I was chilling. I'm retired.
Nah, he was. I'm gonna say this on camera. I like him like that. You know, what
I'm
saying?
retired.
He was active. He was actively talking to the hoes, laying the game down, not even worried about what the cameras is doing. People was coming over. Yo, so with your man, he been laying this game down to the Spanish board all day. Let him do what he doing. He making BagFuel look good. Extend. That's marketing and promotion,
That
bro.
is.
That's
Good energy.
It's
that's
marketing and
nothing.
Good
promo,
energy.
bro.
Because if I come out of retirement, then I'm like, oh, chill, nigga, chill. That's Angela Yee said it. So I'm like, it's too much for niggas.
But after Angela said it, that's all he.
That's why I be chilling.
Goes ever since Angela Yee said it on live.
You know why? Because-
on lip service, he said, now he didn't gotta say nothing about Angela Yee said it.
You know why it has to be that way?
She told niggas how I get down.
Because
don't
I
gotta
told them
listen to
before.
nobody.
I told them before. See, these type of niggas, they want to see you do shit.
wanna see you in action.
And I'm like, yo, my nigga.
I want to see you in action.
No,
He gets busy.
No. Sometimes, you know who gets the most bodies that you never see?
Yeah.
The sniper.
Yeah.
It's not, you're not meant to see it. So I'd be like, hold on, stop. Let me
No, let Russ cook.
Let me say-
Let Russ cook,
So
Ghost.
now, sometimes I'll do shit, right?
Uh-huh.
And he'd be like, yo, when'd you talk to her? When your backs would turn? No, hold on.
You don't be shooting sometimes.
No.
When we see you shoot, we be like, oh, okay.
No. These niggas, they used to seeing niggas shoot a certain way. I work efficiently.
No, we just want to see you shoot in the
No,
gym.
no.
I saw you shooting in the gym yesterday.
No.
What are you talking about?
Just because you want to see a nigga just shoot to shoot? No.
You know he can't
You gotta.
shoot. He shot with two
Yeah. I don't give a fuck. That's it. Because that's a waste of time. Oh, I see him doing shit. Be effective. I don't care how any nigga get their shit off. If they getting their shit off. Now, they're like, oh, I don't know. A lit chick says it. Hold on. What do you mean? His whole face had to change, right?
You changed.
No, I didn't.
Ever since she said that, this nigga been on one.
No, I'm doing. Y'all just paying attention.
Wow. I'm not mad at you, son. I'm not mad at you. That nigga said, y'all just seeing what I've been
hold
doing.
on. When did niggas realize Steph Curry could shoot?
When he was making his shots.
No, but remember when Mark Jackson said, this nigga's really be hitting shots? They're like, we don't believe you.
He got a point. When he got a point,
I
when he got a point, when Mark Jackson said, so she was your Mark Jackson.
Nah.
Sound like it.
She's your Mark Jackson, so she put the spotlight on you, so now nobody can say nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's all
But she
good.
been there. She saw me put up 80 points on the scoreboard, so it's nothing.
Nigga say he dropped 80.
Yo, when you on tour,
Yeah.
what's another way to make some money?
Besides after parties,
Yeah, because I'm saying this because everybody know you getting paid for the dates, right? We all know you doing after parties, but everybody else on tour ain't DJing after parties and doing other things.
You scooping up.
How is niggas making money out there, or are they not making money out there?
I think in a situation like that, you got to create an opportunity. One thing I noticed that nobody was doing, that if we go back on the road, I would do, is create your own merch. Fifth made a boatload of money with just merch. Obviously, they can gravitate. I mean, he's the headliner, he's
Of
the guy.
course.
But
Tony
just
Yayo
just
could have made merch money.
absolutely, yeah. Like there's opportunities there to just, even if it's just a small portion, is money you're just not counting on. He could have just sold free Yayo shirts and
it'd been
made
up.
made a killing.
Like, cause one of the things, every dude that's done tour DJs for Fifth, they're good in Europe for life.
Oh yeah.
So I know based on what you did, you don't ever have to do anything for the next 5 years. You'll just get booked in Europe. And
Yayo gave me the best advice. He said, if people didn't know who you were or what you was doing prior to this, now people need to know you Five's DJ. He's like, get your shirt that just says I'm 50's DJ.
Yeah, no, that's smart.
And sell that. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Dubai is gonna book you.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Australia's coming.
They already want it.
See, I already
They already want
Australia.
that, yeah.
Once you say you're 50's DJ,
Yeah.
what is it? 30 racks, easy.
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 Dubai's beautiful. Australia's beautiful. I got an offer already for Bahrain again. So
Yeah.
just crazy markets.
Hookie was going crazy in Bahrain.
Yeah, now Hookie came to one of our last shows. He gave me, to watch where he's at now.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Like he piggybacked over situations and ran with it.
Is that not top 3 the funniest nigga you ever?
He's hilarious.
I told.
And tell me, what did Who Kid do exactly? What was his formula, and how did he piggyback off being a DJ?
I mean, I think he was with Fit for so long. The
his
mixtape, the
marketing,
mixtapes,
too.
the marketing, and then of course when he got on radio, it just allowed him to just explode. And then from that standpoint, the relationships. He built those relationships. He builds on a relationship with M. He builds on a relationship with Dre. So he utilized Fifth to get him in the door, and then he built those relationships.
out.
And
Yeah.
to add on, this things you said, girls like him a lot. So he had a lot of influential women in power. And he's hilarious. And you always said that comedy gravitates. So there's a lot of factors he got.
And he didn't stay urban. He's mainstream.
That's true.
So, and that's one of the things I've been doing now is focusing on like going to Vegas and doing residencies out there. Because it's one thing to be an urban DJ. That's cool. But when you got all genres, now you're really dangerous.
That's what we trying to do with our show.
Yeah.
We don't want to be urban. We want to be mainstream.
Yeah.
I seen New Kid in Japan. I went to Japan.
No.
Playing
House music.
Everything.
pop music.
Everything.
Taylor Swift joints.
Everything.
Like, he was playing
Everything. You got to. You got to be able to. You got to add that to your repertoire. If you want to be a successful DJ, an international DJ, if you're going out there just playing hip hop, you're gonna lose. That's cool, but it's not gonna work.
But people take that the wrong way because on this camera they're gonna say, "Well, y'all are trying to say that hip hop doesn't make money." No, it's not about that. Hip hop is not. People in hip hop treat hip hop like it's the only genre out. They don't understand that people listen to hip hop. We listen to pop music. You listen to reggae music. I listen to Spanish music. They got a joint that was just on the radar called Tacata or something, and it's a artist named Tiagz.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right? The piece, it was fire.
Yeah.
I fucking listened to it. So saying that all different types of genre of music, if it's hot, it's hot.
It's
People
hot.
want to listen to it. People gonna play it. I just feel like our black people feel like that they only can publicize that they only blast hip hop.
But Kayotik and Esso, it's still the coolest genre
Oh yeah.
based on popularity. So that's why I see the people want to not deviate from that. Because then if you're in another realm, they're going to be like, oh, that don't count.
It's the coolest genre based upon the people that's doing it, not the popularity of the music. We are the coolest niggas, black people. So no matter what we do, it's always gonna be the coolest, most trendiest shit out.
That's the word, trendy.
Period.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We set the trends, literally.
We do.
You know what I'm saying? So of course, we're always gonna be the coolest nigga. We dress the coolest. We got the style. We spend the most money. We got the best slang. You know what I'm saying? We got the biggest dicks. Pause. We niggas. You feel what I'm saying? So as much as they say about black women, they never talk about how good they pussy is. They got good pussy. We set the trends, nigga.
That's true.
Yeah.
You follow what I'm saying? So they always gonna follow what the fuck we doing.
Yeah.
It's all about how we give it to the world, how we support it. We're weak in support of our own people and our own
That's
shit.
the problem.
That's the issue.
Yep.
Look at Fifth. Fifth is big, but Fifth had to come through a white boy to get the exposure he needed to get to the world for those people to pick him out and say, yo, you're the one. If he didn't have the white boy to expose him to the world, it might not be the same thing. Why? Not because he wasn't good, because white people in different genres open doors.
That's fair.
And that's what they did. 50 went through M went through Dre. Black man went through, white man went through
Jimmy
black
Iovine.
man. Black man went through white man. White man went through black man with Jimmy Iovine too. It's all about how you work it and how you put it together and the symmetry that's gonna make it work.
True.
What frustrates you, Kayotik?
Going back to the parties and the lack of dancing, as we talked about earlier. I think everybody's on their phone too much. You know, I'm an advocate of getting back to the essence of, and the core essence of partying where niggas are not on their phones.
Yeah, but the phones is where the money's at.
I get that, but when you as a
That's 'cause you
DJ,
got a couple dollars.
if I'm in the peak hour, I'm giving you banger after banger after banger, and all I see is this, I'm offended.
Because that's how I'm getting my money.
Yeah.
Niggas know
Sadly.
niggas know I'm in the hot spot, right? I gotta put it up, I gotta post it. All of that stuff takes time, and when I'm doing this, you know it's making you hot.
Yeah.
You
They're going to be
know
like,
what I'm saying?
Chaotic got this part. If you catch the right angles, right?
It's not.
It's not.
I get it.
It's a
but
weird scenario.
Everybody doesn't. I'd rather hire a team of bloggers or people that are just dedicated to that and have the party people, enjoy the party.
But Chaotic, here's the thing, right? When's the last time you ran into somebody who didn't have an email address?
Oh, I mean,
What I'm saying is, in 7 years, in my personal opinion, it's going to be mandatory for everybody to be a content creator. Maybe not a YouTuber, but this is where it's going. So this is the shift. People, if you don't even have any piece of content you're doing, you're going to be looked at as weird. So what I'm saying is that's probably going to be the trend of people videotaping themselves in the club. Because if it's not on camera, you're not going to be lit. The days of just being a standard dude in your house ain't enough.
But it's the thing for me, okay, I get it. You're absolutely right. But then you have those moments, that person that was on their phone, right? They caught up in the moment.
Yeah.
I'm playing their favorite song. They so caught up in the moment, they didn't even realize I was playing their favorite song. Then they got the nerve to come back to the booth and say, can you play a song I just played 5 seconds ago? Now I want to punch you in the face.
Why? That's your job.
To play the song
he's a
over?
purist.
It's your job to feel the people. I DJ too, and you know that. They're annoying, but that's part of the job description.
But that means you missed the moment.
That's a part of the job description. A lot of people gonna
It
miss
sounds
the
like
moment,
Chaotic
man.
is a purist of the
He
art
is.
of a party. And
I
I'm
come
not
from
mad
the
at that.
businessman. I come from the businessman aspect first and then going in because you got to understand I've DJ'd and I've managed Clue and I've been there and boy, to get a request to that nigga?
Oh, it's not happening.
Bro,
It's not happening.
It's like it's a whole soliloquy. Yo, bro, the people was nice. Yo, bro, they been asking. Yo, they want to do not take their money because then I'm gonna have to play it. Hey, yo, can you give the girl a birthday shot? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, then I gotta get in his ear, pause. Hey, yo, bro, Nancy with the birthday, who's giving the she's giving a party. All right, then there's 30 more minutes. You know what I'm saying? Then, yo, I gotta remind you, like, it's difficult with the DJ. The DJ has a whole nother outlook on what this is than the consumer that's coming to party.
We're trying to read the crowd.
And you can't read the crowd if niggas is like this. Okay, it's lit. Okay, it's lit in here. It's lit. Nigga, like, how? You're not dancing, you're not sweating, you're not moving. So how do we get around it? People not dancing, what are they doing?
Just holding bottles and
Holding
looking at
bottles,
each
looking
other
at each other.
and swaying to the music.
Yeah.
That's it.
They're staring at each other.
It's a vibe.
As a party DJ.
It's a vibe now.
For them. No, for certain people, certain pockets. But then you got that one person that comes to you saying, you're not playing my favorite song, you're not rocking. It's like, I'm giving you nothing but heat. And then the one person that has a phone is like, oh, he is rocking. It's like, I just want to go back to the essence of partying.
Okay, so why don't you do this? I'm gonna give you an idea. Like you said, you would rather hire the bloggers and all that to come, hire the bitches to come dance and set the vibe. Easy.
Oh, we do that all the time.
Exactly. So just
Yeah.
bring the bitches that's gonna come. Sorry, bring the women, the ladies, because we love y'all. Bring the ladies that's gonna come and set the vibe and change it around. Everything goes around in cycles, right? Remember this, and this is a totally different wave. When Mobb Deep hit and we was very young,
Yeah.
niggas stopped dancing. He was a dancer. He knows that. We used to do
Keep bringing up
dancing
the
shit.
son.
We used to do dancing shit inside the house, rehearse and all that. When Mobb Deep, bro,
I was on my Scoop and Scrap Lover shit back in the day.
he used to dance for Pudgy the Fat Bat. He's a hip hop nigga,
Yo,
okay?
man. Yo.
All right?
I didn't come up with motherfucker if you exposed that shit.
But
You gonna make
there
it
was there was a time that people just stopped dancing. And when weed hit crazy, we was all in the club smoking weed, and everything was Mobb Deep music.
Yeah.
And nobody was dancing. Redman was out, Mobb Deep was out. When Wu-Tang was rocking, bitches was not going crazy like that. Niggas was head bobbing. You know what I'm saying? Then Puffy had niggas dancing.
Yeah.
Biggie took a chance and said, I want to go to the clubs. Puffy took a chance and said, I'm trying to go to the club. I'm going to have niggas dancing. So it goes in cycles. The dancing shit going to come back. They just was trying to dance to drill music, right?
Yeah.
Drill music is hard to come across with dancing because of what they're talking about and getting other people charged up about the music. You cannot play a drill record on a nationwide show where kids are gonna be dancing behind it, or a movie where they got dancing involved inside the movie. You're not necessarily gonna pay the drill shit. They only got that one step where they goes down and they do the shit with the hand and all that.
That's their dance.
They got the one drill dance. One dance. You know what I'm saying?
That's every song.
And you can't even do that with nobody, so you in the club doing this shit. But it'll come back. You just gotta give it time. You know what I'm
But
saying?
what made y'all stop dancing?
Money. Money makes niggas stop dancing when niggas get broke.
Hold on. When Mobb Deep hits, right, it shifts. But a lot of times shifts also happen based on what the women gravitate towards too. Were the women saying we don't give a fuck about the dancers anymore? We fucking with the dudes who are of that, you know.
The thug niggas. I
Yeah.
mean, they were still dancing in college.
They was.
But when you left college and you come back to the city, it was a totally different vibe. There was no dancing. When we was in college, it was regular shit. You still playing Doodle Brown in the club and shit like that.
Percolators
But but when you come to New York City, nigga, Doodle Brown and what?
Yeah.
Nah, nigga, it's Shook Ones, nigga. You bugging.
Yeah.
So, Rory,
I actually want to say this to you. How the fuck did you come from Queens, and we know you was in the service for a minute, right? And become a DJ and be an influencer in Texas?
When I got the service, I moved to Atlanta for a couple years. You know, I had my son. His mom was from Texas, so I moved to Texas to be closer to him. When I moved to Texas, I was doing the hypnotic shit. So I was working with Nick Storm back then. So
How'd you even get with the hypnotic shit? Was that from Atlanta?
throwing parties in Atlanta.
Okay.
Yeah, I started throwing parties in Atlanta, and I got cool with Nick Storm, and then I got with them and started being a brand ambassador for the drink. Moved to Texas, and I was out there doing the hypnotic stuff, and everybody was on the Incredible Hulks, and I started hosting parties. I was just an MC, and then from the MCing thing, in all actuality, I would work with different DJs. If I asked DJ to play the Mobb Deep record or play a new Beyonce joint, and they'd be like, I don't have it. That was my way in. Like, I wanted complete control of the party. So I took a brief hiatus from hosting parties, went in the lab, bought 2 Technique 1200s, a mixer, and self-taught myself how to DJ. Then when niggas like Kid Capri and stuff like that came in town, I would get with them and learn different tidbits of things I need to learn. And the rest is history. My first time DJing back in like 2011 or earlier than that, I was terrible. Trash. Niggas was laughing at me because I was playing like the whole song of every song. Niggas was like, I didn't even know Gucci Mane was on that song. Like, it was bad. So I went back in the lab for like 6 months, then came back out.
I remember that.
Yeah, and I was like, you know what? I'm
Me and
with
you,
it.
that's when I bumped into you when I was on the road.
Yeah, you was like, nigga, you a DJ?
I had bumped into
that's-
him. And, yo, he was standing behind me, he tapped me on my shoulder, and I turned around. I was like, what the fuck? We was in Dallas. Skip was the PD at that time.
Yep.
Dallas was the number 4 market in the country. And we was trying to get Dallas, and he happened to be there. And then we went to an after party, and he was DJing. I was like, you're DJing the after, like, you're DJing. And I'm not gonna say something, his skills was okay. Like, then, like, I was like, how the fuck is he pulling this shit off? But I was actually about to encounter and do the same thing.
Right.
I started DJing right after that because I had to get money, and I was then that nigga in the club sounding a little crazy, but I had to get better.
Yeah, you gotta get better. You gotta step
practice
out, yeah.
DJing. You have to. DJing is one thing. Even if you can drop records, you have to practice. You have to practice your set. You have to practice your cutting, your blending, your transitioning, everything. You gotta stay crispy with that.
Everything.
How'd you get to the morning show? Because if Dallas, the number 4 market in the country, and morning shows always tend to have the highest ratings. And
He
you
said
got to
it.
deliver, my nigga.
He said it. Skip, my PD, was the first person to bring me into radio. I won my spot on radio in a contest in Dallas. They announced this big contest of who wanted to be the next on-air personality on the morning show for Skip's radio station at the time. And I submitted a YouTube video. This is when YouTube was like the wave of just getting information out there. And I did like this whole little pitch and had people vote on it, and they voted me in. And they brought me into the studio, and I went live on the air with the morning show at the time, and I just killed it. That was my first step into radio. Then they put me on the morning show. They was like, he's not ready yet. Then they put me in the streets. So I was the street correspondent for like a year and a half. But I would go back and forth in the streets in the mornings and do that stuff, and then just blossom. And then I left that station, took a year off, and wound up at the other station, their competitor. And I was doing it for the last 15 years. Morning show. So it's a blessing. And, you know, for me, I didn't go to school for none of this. This wasn't, you know, but God's plan. You know, I felt like I was a corporate American nigga. I was working for Pepsi. I was a project manager for Pepsi. But I always had a knack for entertainment, had a knack for hosting, I had a knack for getting people drunk, and I took a step out on faith.
But we always was fun.
We partied. We always vibed.
Even if we wasn't drinking in the house, because we weren't young drinking, we was ball players. We were partying. We always had people, because my parents was older.
Yeah.
So they wanted us in the crib. So They let us do whatever. They would be back in their room, and when they would crack the door, yo, we would be mad loud. They would crack the door like,
all night.
yo, y'all niggas is too loud. And then we
All
get
night.
quiet, and then they would go back to bed, and then we would be fucking loud again. But we would be all over that crib, fucking in the back while niggas is playing spades,
Creating our own vibes.
all types of shit.
Yeah.
I want to ask you something personal. How did you mentally deal with something that his moms can understand, losing a child? Like, how did you heal? Who helped you? Because when Esso tells me what it took to help his moms get through it, and that's his sister, and I'm like, yo, his son. And I could see when you post up, like, you could saw the future in him right there.
I taught my son how to DJ, and he was going to take over for me. And at 18, he passed away, freak accident, drowning in the lake in Texas. And you ask how I heal, I'm still healing. Every day is different for me. But he's the reason why I still DJ today. So like we talk about the whole tour situation. That wasn't me in the physical. That was me on tour. In the spirit, it was him. I tell everybody all the time. He was the one that was on stage rocking those concerts. So, he know it ain't easy. And as a father losing my only son at that, it was tough. It still is. But through healing, through counseling, I went through all stages, depression, everything else. Faith. My faith has carried me, and my faith has got me to where I'm at today, and I continue to operate in faith. My faith brought me here in New York, back home to New York. It's my faith that just keeps me going. And knowing that I got to make him proud. And I tell everybody all the time, I'm living out his dreams now. I'm living a nightmare, but living out his dreams. So, if anybody has ever lost a child, look at me as a walking testimony. Keep going, keep pushing. When you have an angel looking over you, when you got God in the rafters for you, anything is possible. But don't give up. Because trust me, I wanted to give up a couple times.
Which is understandable.
Yeah. So
I feel like that's when it comes with a loved one, because my sister, you knew my sister well. You knew my grandmother. We was together right before my grandmother died. When my grandmother died, I left him and bunking at the basketball court and went upstairs, and my grandmother died while I was there. So I feel like death is so final, and I deal with it because I was fortunate enough before my sister died, she had to talk with me because we mourned my grandmother so long for years. And I remember when my mom was helping her get herself together and wiping her and cleaning her, and she looked back at me and she said, you know that I love you, right? Because I give you a hard time. My sister was the tough one. Tammy was the rugged
Tammy was
one.
tough, yeah.
Tammy was tough, son. You know what I'm saying? And she said, but don't mourn me like we did grandma. I need to know that you're going to keep going. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I carry with myself, with everything that I got going on. That if something would occur with me, would I want everybody soaking and sobbing around? Fuck nah. You know why? Because from being a young age, I lived this thing called life, bro.
Yeah.
For a long time, son.
We done had the moments we look back and we made it, nigga.
We lived this thing for a long time. So
yeah.
if anything would occur with me, I wouldn't want people sobbing, saying, "Oh, well, he had so many things." I might have had more shit to go, but the motherfucking shit I did, people would give their left arm to do. So please smile when you think about me going on to the next life.
How does your daughters help you get through it? Not intentionally, but like the subtlety.
That's the motivation.
Yeah.
The little ones, they keep me motivated, and now as they're getting older, to see them active. I got one that's an actress, I got one that's a cheerleader / gymnastic, and they're just extremely active. And the power of TikTok and social media. They didn't even know who Uncle 50 was when I first said I was going on tour. Now they all like, oh. So he's a big deal. It's like
most people look at him as a movie star. They don't even look at him as a rapper.
They did not know none of his music. So I took them to their first concert. Their first concert. I got a 12-year-old, 10-year-old. I took them to their first concert to see him, and they were just blown away. Like
it didn't hit me until we was around a bunch.
He got good songs. I'm like,
we was around a bunch of white kids, and they was like, "Mommy, that's the guy that's always on TV."
Yeah,
they're like, the rapper. He don't have music, and I'm like, Holy shit! It
Yeah.
fucked with me for a minute.
Yeah, his
He's
fan
a
base.
celebrity. I
His
mean-
fan base is crazy, all ages.
Yeah.
So even on the tour, I saw from little kids to grandmas. It's just like he laughs because he's like, "Yeah, your grandmother used to dance to my music." Like he'll say it like, "And your mom's just like he knows it. Like that's my core fan base." I mean, there's young grandmas out here.
Yeah, no,
now,
they're
so
super young, man. I had to think about it.
Yeah.
Grandmas is Stoddingtons right now. What are you talking about? This new grandma age is way
different.
than the
Grand-
old grandma.
Yeah.
You can't get grandma to watch the kids. Cause grandma's outside
She's out
in the
turned
gym.
up. Yes.
Litty, smoking
Yes.
bud.
Yes.
Fucking with young niggas. all that.
Dancing to drill music, doing that.
Is Bernice the greatest grandma out right now?
Who?
Bernice. Is she's like the GOAT grandma right
She's
now?
the GOAT
She's the GOAT grandma
Yeah,
right
Bernice
now.
Burgos
definitely
might
the
be
GOAT.
the
She's
GOAT
definitely
grandma.
She's the
grandma.
GOAT grandma right now. Like, she got her daughter going on shows talking about, I don't like the niggas that my mom date. That's
Right.
crazy.
Right. Yes.
That's crazy. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, you would. I mean, no offense, but you. I mean, I ain't. Gonna
Yeah,
say no
yeah,
offense.
yeah. It's done on
Ah,
that.
I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna be politically correct.
Yeah,
right
you do
now,
that.
You know what I'm saying? What's the vibe? What's your Southside Jamaica Queens vibe when y'all on the road?
It's, you know,
He had to think for a moment.
I mean, I put it this way. It's humbling to be around Five and Yayo, them being from Southside, and they haven't changed. You know, true story. We on I think we was in London, and we went from doing the private jet shit to doing the tour bus because of, you know, just the length of time and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And we all on the bus, niggas making peanut butter jelly sandwiches, cheese sandwiches. Like I'm looking at Five, you know, the millionaire, billionaire, whatever call him, and he like passed me that cheese over there. It's like, you still a Southside nigga. Like, and, you know, there's moments like that. You know, when niggas want that, you know, the quarter waters, all that shit is still.
It's in play.
It's the wise onion rings.
It's still everything
all
is
that
in play.
shit's still.
Yo, bro, I got onion rings in my. I got onion rings in my.
The dry cereal, all that shit's in play. Like we don't. So nothing has changed from that standpoint. So to have that around you, you know, it's just like, okay, niggas ain't really changed. It's like they still on that.
So, from the other spectrum, what's the fly nigga shit you see? Because I know the hotels y'all staying in.
I mean, we
ain't
stayed-
hotels.
We stayed at the Amani Hotel in Paris, yo.
The one with the aquarium in the room.
Yes, nigga, and Yayo talks about it on all the time. These niggas had caviar pancakes.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is?
We named one of our shows
Caviar Pancakes.
because of
Son.
Tony Yayo.
So I mean,
This is shit you'll never see,
yeah,
niggas.
it's
You know
like-
how he talk.
it was mind blowing the different spots we did from the Four Seasons to Amani Hotels. You know, I will say this. You know, thank you 50 because you definitely he lays out the red carpet wherever we travel to. So you know, I'm from the projects. You know, we from the bottom. So from going from that to being on a private jet every day to staying at the Amani Hotels is like it's mind blowing. Like, yo.
Why do you think that some of the people that have been with 50 act like they have problems with him? Like the Young Bucks, and I don't know what the issue is with the Lloyd Banks while Lloyd Banks is up there. And I'm saying this to say because everybody that's be around him gives you the air like they're getting paid.
I don't think it's not. I would say it's not a payment issue. I think being around him, the best attitude you got to have around him is one is being positive, and two, you want to work as hard as he's working. If you got the boss working 3 times harder than you are, it's like, why are you really here? And if he puts you in a situation where, you know, he talks about this all the time, you know, so this ain't no secret. When he had the G Unit sneakers out, he was paying them to wear the G Unit sneakers.
And they wasn't wearing them.
Y'all wearing Gucci, y'all wearing but he's paying you to wear his sneakers. He's giving you the product and paying you to wear them. You pay me, like if he dropped G Unit sneakers right now, I'm rocking them all day long.
G Unit sneakers sponsor BagFuel. I'm
day
rocking
long.
them all.
Like you see the hat I got on, and I bought this myself. Like you gotta, like you said, we gotta support each other.
Yes.
You gotta support each other. So whether he's giving me a hat, or he's telling me to wear a hat, or he's paying me to wear a hat, you gotta it's pouring
still
into each other.
support.
Yeah, it's like so. I think for that standpoint, you know, and I don't know the history of how they are no longer rocking with each other, but I know from that standpoint, if a man is paying you to do a job and paying you well to do a job, supporting you and providing you and affording you opportunities that you wouldn't get anywhere else, work. It's put the work in. You know, if you're an artist and you got to drop a record, a label, whatever you got, your project got to be done a certain amount of time, and you don't get it done, he's looking at you sideways. Like, you don't want the boo-boo look like, because at that point you going down a path that you don't want to go down. Like,
But he will cut you off evidently.
yeah, Yeah.
I don't know about it, but I
Yo,
can
nigga,
tell.
yo, my nigga.
True story from the tour. My first week of the tour when I took over, I lost my voice. And he sat down with me. He's like, "Yo, what the fuck is going on?" I was like, "Nigga, I don't know. Just lost my voice." He's like, "You gotta drink some tea." And he was like, "Nigga, hit me with the Kareem, government
Your real
name,
name.
Kareem. It ain't like you doing hard labor. This ain't construction when you out there for like 8 hours a day. He's like, I'm gonna ask you to work an hour and a half. He's like, I need you to work for that hour and a half." I looked at that nigga like, say less. That would point blank, like, nigga, I'm giving you an opportunity of a lifetime, and you're not putting in the hard labor everybody else got to do. Whatever you got going
He
on,
broke down and said Kareem.
Kareem. not chaotic, Kareem.
He said he broke down with, I know you since you was young.
Yeah,
Your name
nigga,
is
like,
Kareem.
Get it together. You know, this is an opportunity of a lifetime. And anybody could be in this slot. And I know you know this, but I chose you because I believe in you. And I took that to heart. Like,
Out of all
nigga,
the things,
I like the rest of the tour, nigga. Everybody called me the nigga drink. Everywhere else I was drinking tea, nigga. Like,
you make sure them
What?
vocal cords is fucking.
what?
Yeah, I need that. Like,
You heard what Ghost said? Put it on the rider.
Yeah, I wasn't playing.
I've never looked at anybody. Like, I've been around a whole lot of shit, which you know. But when I see you and 50 and Yayo and Light,
Yeah.
Light. Salute to Light.
I'm supposed to be on that fucking plane, my nigga. These
It makes sense.
Yo,
It
y'all
actually
niggas don't understand. Light is my first barber. Light went to Jamaica high school with him. Nobody was letting Light even cut their hair, nigga.
Right.
To
All
see
right.
him with the magnifying
Light was-
glass and the light now, he's an ill barber.
Light was cutting our hair like these is niggas that we go back with. I go back with 50 with Gaius, God bless the dead. Gaius, like, he talking to Gaius and 50 telling him this is where the cousin shit came from. Gaius like, you don't know Randy. Randy Hoop, he's like, 50's like, that's my cousin. And Gaius like, Randy, are you Kurt's cousin? Are you Boo's cousin? I was like, yeah, you ain't know that. So from then, that been my cousin because we was the ball players. We was the niggas that was doing shit. So to see these niggas and Yayo go from Marv to Yayo, I know him as Marvin. When he came to when we was on the other show, he didn't remember me. But like I tell people, they're people that my best friend, like Cardinal Official. I shouldn't say this, but
Cypher
Sounds. Me and Puffy know each other well. People see me because they see the hair and no facial hair. They do not know it's me. So I don't get offended.
Hove too. Jay-Z did the same thing to you.
Hove didn't know
It's
it
like-
was me. Niggas don't know. You know what I'm saying? And I'm cool with that. But I'm saying that to say I saw them grow, and when he didn't recognize, I didn't even take offense to it. I'm like, your best friend was Sakeem. Sakeem Rough Hands is my man, and Derek his brother, and Derek's telling him like, you don't remember Randy, you tripping.
Yeah.
But niggas done been all over the world. They done smoked wild weed.
Yeah.
They done met wild people, done wild shit. So you're not gonna
Chaotic.
remember every single person.
How do you stay disciplined with the access of all these girls coming? Because people don't understand how it floods in. They just like, oh, you can avoid
There
it.
be girls on tour?
Nah, what I'll say is this tour, I will say this, because everybody asked me about this tour, and being my first tour, this was a grown man's tour. These niggas was on some other shit. Fifth is working on his house. Yayo was getting his floors done. Murder just bought a house. These niggas was on grown man shit, so all the groupie shit wasn't happening. Now, the only thing that was the problem for me is these niggas smoke weed Yayo and Murder smoke weed every day.
What's wrong with that? I smoke weed every day.
Nigga, I take edibles, and that's how I lost my voice. So that's how the whole situation happened. When I lost my voice, niggas was like, okay, you can't come in our dressing room no more. So I was banned from their dressing room because the smoke was fucking up my throat. Pause. So once I got over that. Pause. Once I got over that, we was good. But aside from that, the group of shit didn't happen.
Because Fifth just put it out there that he's not focusing on sex or women. It's all about his career. So you're really a testament to what he said already.
Oh, yeah.
People thought he was trolling.
Nah.
And he's like, yo.
How do you think that is, Hein? Why is he giving up the bitches?
He's not giving it up. It's just not part of the persona. In hip-hop, the women thing is always going to be part of the persona. But you get to a point as a man, I mean, when he said his first year off of him being who he is, he did enough fucking for 3 lifetimes.
Oh, he said that. Yeah.
Sebastian Telfair said when he came from the league, after his first 2 months, there's like, what is it like with all the girls? He's like, I'm tired of fucking. I fucked in 2 months for 10 niggas' lifetimes. And sometimes it's like, all right, cool, what's next?
Yeah.
I want my legacy to be bigger than this. I'm 50 Cent. I got TV shows. Where can I take this to?
Because it gets to the
That was a
point.
bad example to use Sebastian Telfair.
But think about him, though.
That was a bad example. He should have kept fucking, okay? Maybe his mind was staying right. He should have kept fucking. The wild shit he did, he needed some pussy to keep his mind right, nigga. What the fuck?
I guess.
I
But
think for Fifth, and as you get older, you know, the whole groupie thing, or you know, the women thing could be a distraction.
It's always a distraction.
It gets to the point where you got to focus.
You
Like,
ain't got enough money to be a little distracted. You
I
don't
don't think.
Look at all the niggas that's distracted that's
mindset
getting
is
clipped
get
by
rich or
girls
die
now.
trying, and this nigga is he's rich, and his mindset is still get rich or die trying. He's super focused.
I think that's smart because with all these allegations, we haven't heard none about Fifth.
Oh no, facts. There's a lot of allegations out there right now.
I'm not gonna speak. I'm gonna just.
Okay.
I'm gonna act like I don't know nothing. I'm gonna just leave it.
We're gonna leave it right there.
Yeah, okay.
Listen.
BagFuel.
So, are you worried about not going back to radio? Because radio
That's
is a
interesting.
guaranteed check. Now you're out here fending for self, and for somebody who's fended for self for my whole career, he's fending for self for a long time. He's fending for self for a long time. It's not easy.
Yeah.
Do you worry about the work coming and going?
Nah, like I said earlier, I think I'm in a space now where I was already ready to exit out and do something different. I think, again, I'm operating in faith. So my mindset for going into this new year was to bet on myself even more. So, you know, I think I bet on myself to go into radio, and I'm betting on myself to get out of it.
But why'd you want to get out of it so bad? It's not good over there. It seems like a chunky, easy job.
I think to him it's bored or
No.
plateau.
You know, the thing is, I've been doing mornings for 15 years. I went from syndicated to local radio to local morning show, having my own local morning show, to going back to syndicated, and that's kind of a new wave for radio syndication because it's more affordable.
It's easier. One person, 50 markets.
Exactly. Yeah. So for me, you know, it's cool to be the producer and co-anchor in Dallas, still be in the top 5 market, and having that conversational synergy between the hosts that are actually in Atlanta. Just say, you know, but for me, there was no growth. There was no growth opportunities. I didn't want to be a music director. I didn't want to be a PD. So there was, you know, I plateaued, like you said. I've reached my point of, you know, what else can I do in radio? And there was nothing else to excite me to say, well, let me stay in radio. And not saying I won't go back, not saying that there's other opportunities, because
I gotta give you a bigger bag to go back. That's all.
I keep it 100 with you. You know, I went and met with them last Monday, and that's when I made the decision. And I didn't even have to make the decision. Skip bust into the meeting and said, I hope you're not trying to offer him his same job back, because he's elevated from that now. Yeah, I got to create something for him. And I looked at him like, damn, Unc. He's like, if you wasn't going to say that, I was going to say it for you. So we left it at that, where hopefully they will create something, because I am still in the market to where it makes sense.
It would be dumb for them. Let me not say that. It would not be smart for them to let you go after they had you when nobody knew you. And now you have a relationship with a real superstar that's still out here and it's actively moving. Why would I let this man leave? It ain't too many superstars like a 50 Cent. You got 50s, you got J's, you got Puffies, you got Nas. It ain't a lot of them out there. So when you have a real tight relationship with one of those, I don't want you to leave my company.
Well, you know, sometimes in any business, people don't value what you bring to the table. And I've said for, you know, prior to me even going out on the road with 5, I don't think I was valued as much as, you know, I valued myself. You know, so for me coming back, it's more me focusing on being in the community, doing a lot of philanthropy work, you know, being very selective on what events and parties that I do, and, you know, create my own things. So you talk about things, I'm create my own golf tournament, create things that are outside the box that's tied to my name, because the name is solid in the market. You know, from a DJ standpoint, I mean, for 10 years, I had the biggest club in Texas. So I've done the nightclub thing, you know, and now, you know, I've been priced out. You know, I can't go get the same bag in the market, especially not now.
I think since you mentioned golf, I think you should do like a celebrity miniature golf vibe thing.
Okay.
People really miniature golf is a vibe because regular golf you need a lot of skill. But with this, you can get away with shit and it looks nice. It's appealing to all age ranges, and that's a good date to bring girls to as well. So you mentioning that could be a lane. We all come host it. People,
everybody has a charity golf event, but not
miniature golf.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
Yeah, good idea. Okay.
Radio is just out of touch with what's going on. Like, they haven't put Just Hilarious.
I saw that.
They haven't done that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Look
like
at Esso's face.
This is like an obvious choice.
He's gonna explain.
I heard it's because she made the announcement on Breakfast Club before it was even inked. And that's a problem.
Listen to let him finish.
And that is a problem with corporate America. You are conducting yourself like you're independent BagFuel and Just Hilarious, and you can't do that when you fucking with the powers that be. That is Clear Channel and iHeartMedia. You cannot make an announcement saying you're on some. They have rollouts. They have things planned to get ratings. They want to get the ratings with Just Hilarious. They're gonna make it a surprise. They're gonna make an announcement.
Private party.
They need to make this a fucking extravaganza.
Women empowerment. They had the whole movie ready.
She
for her.
fucked it up.
She ruined the moment.
And I'm sorry, Baltimore. She did some Baltimore shit. They don't be fucking listening. They be going rogue.
She pulled a Carmelo.
Baltimore niggas, I lived out there. They think totally different. The way that they think is the way that the world goes, and that's a different town. You can't carry that thought process even to the rest of the world, let alone corporate America.
Yeah, you can't announce something before radio announces it.
You can't do that.
They had their way. Like you say, the way they want to roll it out, a whole press release and all that stuff. Like, so if she prematurely announced that, they probably falling back like, nah.
She fucked up a bag for them.
She thought she was doing something good, like getting extra promotion.
Yeah.
iHeartMedia and fucking Clear Channel, they don't need your extra promotion, Miss Just Hilarious. They just need you to do your job. That's it.
Facts.
There you go, Space Ghost.
Yeah. Radio's
Listen, you talking about a nigga? He looked.
Radio,
he didn't even blink.
Radio's
Yeah, she did that.
I've been told plenty of times, your brand will never be bigger than our brand.
That's the NFL model.
And that's just the mindset of it. Like, you could, it doesn't matter what you do, they're still gonna, you could be the largest conglomerate in the world when it comes to your brand. They're still gonna make somebody gonna say, nah, we'll do it our way.
I can solve the radio problem right here, right now. And this is my clip. Bring YouTubers and podcasters to radio. We're the ones, we do the job that y'all give somebody 2 hours to do, right? They do little six segments. We're talking 2 hours straight, nigga. So imagine what we could do if you put us in the right setting with the right people, and we're used to it, and we have the growing fan base that wants to go somewhere and see where we're at. Those people are not moving the needle to say, I want to see where you're at. Gillian Wallow should have been on Philly radio. Philly radio dropped the ball.
Philly, they did drop the ball.
They dropped the ball. They had them.
Yeah.
They had them. They wanted to do it. Philly radio wasn't interested. By the time they got interested in doing them, it was too much money.
Let me ask you this.
Ball. Power 105, Hot 97, all y'all, come see BagFuel. We will blow that shit up. Understand that, please.
I was gonna give a different angle of it.
Wow, yeah, I do need to be on radio though.
No, what I'm saying is they cashed out off a mega deal. Do you think them going to radio, they would have been able to secure that deal? They might have been locked in differently.
No, they wouldn't have the deal, but that opportunity, other opportunities could have came from
That's
that.
true.
They might not have needed to do that deal. Look at different things that come. You got branding, you got marketing, you got all different type of shit.
Even if they do it now and give them the leverage,
They can't afford them.
Can't afford them.
Radio can't afford them.
Before,
It's too late, Ghost.
Even if you gave them the leverage and had it, it would have.
They could have been. They could have been the million. If radio opens their mind and say, I might have to start paying niggas $1 million, they would have been worth it. You give them to $1 million, they would have did it for $1 million back then.
And then you could have syndicated them easily.
They wasn't looking towards that route. They didn't think that they was gonna be this big. This is what I'm saying. They're out of touch and they're dropping the ball.
It's the wait and see approach, and a lot of times
it's the wait and see, and then they don't want to cut that check.
That's
Off
the check because they see it. Bro, it's happening. YouTube is changing their whole model from music to podcasts and YouTube shows. It's happening. But it's the gatekeepers that's in there worried about people like us because we're not the young niggas. It's not like giving somebody a young nigga a rap deal. You're giving grown men real deals in situations that know about the business and know about the money.
Yep.
It's not easy to bring us in. You got to pay us accordingly.
Yeah.
And that's what you just went through, and your man had to come in and say he's at a different level.
Yeah.
And they hearts dropped.
Oh, it did.
Yeah,
It
their hearts
It
dropped.
did. But like I said, I didn't have to say it, and that was I didn't know what I was gonna say, and
Which is
to have,
understandable.
to have the person that originally brought me into radio understand where I was mentally, and he dropped it for me, like, and I just sat there like, damn.
I don't want to be in your business, but based on the DJs I know what you were clearing in these cities. Them niggas can't even pay you that.
No.
Like, I remember, and I said this to Asso, Who Kid, they wanted to give him the morning show at Hot 97. He said, no, you can't pay me enough. He would never pick up his checks. Ebro's like, pick up your checks. He's like, I'm in Bahrain with Michael Jackson. Burn the check.
Yeah, the thing is, as a DJ, and even like a Who Kid, and even being on tour, like, you literally can make whatever radio's offering you, unless you like an Envy or Charlamagne. Like
That's different.
In different level. You can make your annual salary at radio in 2 months, easily. Your annual salary in 2 months on tour. Easily.
But, and I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna stop here. But tour isn't guaranteed.
Tour is not guaranteed.
The radio shit is guaranteed, and when you crack radio, you die on radio.
Yeah.
You be 70 fucking years old, dropping hip hop records, going in, pre-taping, doing your thing. You die on radio. Niggas on radio be like, I've been doing this for 38 years. Am I lying?
Greg Street,
Cosmic Kev. Clue's even been doing it damn near 20 years.
Nah, longer than
the thing is, these are guys that have established themselves in the radio markets. They're whether they're syndicated
proven.
and or local, and they have their own shows. For me, like I said, I went from a syndicated show. I was doing Rickey Smiley. Then I went to my own local morning show.
Rickey Smiley. Didn't Cat Williams talk about Rickey Smiley?
Yes.
Bro,
And then-
how did you? We gotta talk about that.
You ain't gonna
sneak that
go. I was gonna let you go, but we gonna talk about Ricky.
We can't let that one
about
sneak
Ricky.
in.
Now,
We gonna close it out on that, Chaotic.
We gonna close out Ricky. Now tell your little story, then we gonna get to Ricky.
and then to the Morning Hustle, which is based out of Atlanta. Like I said, for me, it's just
L'Oreal.
yeah, with L'Oreal, that's the homie. Yeah, so and she's a shining light. She's now the star of that show.
Word?
Yeah.
L'Oreal's a show. Yeah.
Wow.
Her and
She going crazy?
She be going
her and
crazy.
Kyle, but L'Oreal's the it factor for the show.
Congratulations. I don't know her, but congratulations.
Yeah, she's the
I
it
saw
factor
your
for the show.
grind, straight up.
Yeah, she's the it factor for the show, so definitely salute to sis. So, but for me, like I said, there was no, I peaked. So at this point, I feel like that for the market as a whole, So for me, like for Dallas, Fort Worth, Houston, I'm focused on philanthropy work, doing parties here and there, events here and there, create my own events here and there. But me being in somebody's club every week, first of all, and it's in Dallas, and no offense to nobody in Dallas, they know this already. Nobody's going to be able to pay the price that I'm going to ask for. That's been the story before going on tour. So I'm not leaving my house for coins. It's not.
Is it
Time
time
the
for
fuck
you?
out of me. I thought, I ain't the only Queens nigga that say it. I ain't they
not doing
they
it.
taking
So
no
chaotic.
shorts about their money.
Chaotic. Then Fifth lives in Houston. Is it time for you to move to
I
Houston?
thought he lived in Dallas.
No, he's in Houston.
He's in Houston.
He's in Houston. Yeah, so he's in Houston. It depends because now we got the Shreveport stuff going on, so I may be more in Shreveport than anything. So, but Houston,
Is that closer to Dallas?
2 hours.
Oh,
Because I remember when I
light.
saw you, I was coming
Yeah.
from Shreveport
2
and all
hours.
that.
Yeah, so I may be making that.
So that's closer to you than Houston.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, Houston, I have no issues with. I can get a bag out there.
Houston's popping.
It's popping. They have a different nightlife.
Popping 10 up.
Whereas Dallas is a little slower in the nightlife sector.
A little slower.
You're
being nice, bro.
I live there. A little slower, and then again, and from a DJ standpoint, this goes on everybody's market. There's a lot of DJs that fucked the game up for a lot of DJs out there. So
Got you.
when they're
What they do to fuck the game? Oh, they undercharge.
the undercharge shit,
Standard
and
shit.
that changed the game. So like you got niggas out there that go do 4 or 5 hours for $150, whereas I don't leave my house.
4 or 5 hours for
$150.
$150.
Oh my.
That's more than change the game. That's slavery. They
That's what
slave
you.
the game.
Yeah, that's slavery, Ghost.
And some will create a flyer for you too at the same time.
Hold
For
on,
the
they'll make the
$150?
flyer too?
Nigga, it's serious.
That's some dirty nigga shit on a different level. Son.
Yeah, and I ain't
That's
saying
homelessness.
I ain't saying nothing nobody knows. So if y'all see
You know
this, y'all
why
know
they
what it
saying
is.
that? You know why they doing that? Because in Dallas, $150 a night times 7 nights, where they gonna try to be in the club. We gonna do 5 nights. $750.
That makes sense.
It's $3,000 cash for them in Dallas. They trying to come up. They can pay their bills. They not trying to save or go big or whatever. They just trying to make some
From that
money.
standpoint, that makes sense.
They gonna get drinks. They gonna meet girls. They gonna be lit and make $3,000 a month for something that we know that they'll do for free because they only taking $150 to do it. Now, what's up with Rickey Smiley and this fucking Cat Williams shit? Since we know you know Rickey, is Cat on point or not? You ain't gonna be on radio no more. Spill the beans,
Listen,
nigga.
I appreciated Cat's interview. I did. I'm a true believer in holding people accountable. You know, something I've been wanting to do for years. So to see somebody else do it was refreshing.
What, Ricky fucked you on some money or
No.
something? Okay.
He's talking about holding people accountable.
Okay.
He might go back on radio. Chill.
I understood.
Never burn a bridge.
He gotta be political.
Nah, me
burn a bridge,
and Ricky are cool, and we bonded on a different level because he just lost his son recently, so we bonded on a different level, spiritually. So, but as far as the whole debacle with the whole Friday after, do I think there's some validity to Cat's story? Absolutely. Do I think he was 100% truthful? It might have been a little swayed here and there, but
Ice Cube said it was.
he was
kinda
100. He was kind of 100 on.
Let me ask you this, because you talk with Fifth. Have y'all spoken about this Cat Williams interview?
No.
Oh, come on.
He lying.
You are a liar.
Fifth decided
He lying.
top of the year we're taking a positive approach on things, and I'm sticking to that. We are promoting positivity in the G Unit camp. It's nothing but positivity going on. Final lap tour is forever.
Unless it has to do with Puff, though, right? There ain't no positive, because he's still
Surviving
going.
Diddy still going down. That ain't positive.
It's going to be a positive story.
Like, subscribe, super thanks. Shout out to Kayotik for coming up here. Shout out to 50, everybody in G Unit, Southside Jamaica. Shout out to Uncle Murder too. That's
Yes.
a real nigga.
Yeah.
I
Brooklyn.
fuck with Murder.
Brooklyn.
Shout out to my man Light. Nobody talks
Yes,
about Light.
Light. Yes.
I gotta shout you out. Shout out Hardcore too.
Jay Bettis.
Jay
Bettis,
Mario.
Yes.
Mario.
Oh my God.
Shout out the whole clan.
Crusade. Salute Crusade.
I still appreciate y'all for giving me an opportunity to be on This Is 50 when Heineken forced y'all to do it, but I appreciate it. Just none the same. But he made it happen for me, and y'all gave me some experience that's carrying on and paying dividends to this day.
And shout out to y'all, man. This platform, y'all shows are incredible, man. Salute. I appreciate y'all. I'm proud of y'all.
Thank you.
Real talk.
Salute,
I'm
that
proud of
means a
y'all.
lot, because
Yeah.
when we started this, it was at a space tournament. Because apparently the story has shifted into something else.
We started a space tournament.
I mean, the whole conception of how we got BagFuel off and meeting with Kayotik.
Yeah,
and
remember we was in Jersey.
Yeah, but Def Jam sponsored us early, so Def Jam believed in BagFuel.
because, you know, the running theory was we decided to create this show out of nowhere a year and a half ago. So you was there, though, nigga.
I was there. It was a snowstorm in Jersey.
Oh.
Yeah.
About 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah, I
and
remember
that's
that.
50's DJ.
I remember that.
So you think 50 and them niggas lying?
We did win that space game, though.
Oh, y'all murdered it. And you murdered the champagne bottles.
Yeah. We killed the champagne. Shout out to Bel Air, of course.
Yeah. So, yeah, we out. Positivity, yo.
Positivity.